sometimes people will ask me the dumbest question ever. Like, sure, maybe if they ask it once or twice, it'll be totally normal. I'll be like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll answer it. But not when they do it every single time. And maybe one of the questions will be like, oh, can you make a comic? Oh, wait, I did make a comic. I made 15 comics. And so one day, my friend called me over to come to his garage to make comics. And at the time, I thought it was pretty dumb, but I decided to go along with it anyways. And yep, I made a comic. Well, actually, hold on, let me talk about that for a second. So, I didn't think about anything at the time, I didn't know what it was gonna make, so I basically thought up of nothing. And then I realized, I thought up of nothing. Haha, so funny, right, guys? Yeah, so, I ended up making that comic, and my friend told me it was pretty cool, so I decided, hey, why not? Maybe I can make a part two. And, then I thought to myself, hey, wouldn't it be cool to show my classmates at school or stuff? Yeah, and I was in the 5th grade, so I thought it was no big deal. So I showed them. Yeah. So I showed it to my friends, and they seemed to like it, and these are comics I actually made. So, this first one was called Nothing, and it was about nothing. Like, imagine nothing was a person without a body. Yeah, I don't really get it either. I don't know what I was thinking. But it's a kind of cool concept, and my friends liked it too. So I decided to make part 2. And part 2 sort of talks about, like, what they talk about. I really don't understand what I was thinking back then, but I sort of wanted to convey into a story, and my friends ended up liking that one too. So I made part 3, and then part 4, and, well, you can kind of see what's going on. And so one day, my art teacher came up to me and said, you should send that to the art exhibition. Maybe they'd like it. And I was like, maybe that'd be a cool idea. So I thought about it, and then I submitted it. So guess what happened? I actually got in. Yep, they accepted my artwork. And at first I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I was patting myself on the back. It was pretty nice. But then I realized I'd have my comics taken away for a whole month. Yeah. So I was really, really sad. Because imagine that. You put almost 2 months work, and 2 months wasn't much at the time, but it was a lot. 2 months work into comics, and just have them taken away from you. And you're not even getting paid for it. Yeah, that's the thing. I never got paid in making these comics. That was just the case. Then I realized, maybe I should just make a whole new comic series. Yep, and that's exactly what I did. So the new series that I started was called Big Nosy. So remember the guy at the beginning of Nothing? The random guy who had nothing to do with nothing? Yeah. This is his origin story. So I shared it with my friends. My friends liked it. So as usual, I made part 2 and then part 3, and I guess you can tell what happened next. So eventually, I got my comics back, and I was able to pick the final 3. Part 8, Part 9, and Part 10. So I'll be honest, making comics was a lot of work. No, seriously, it was a lot of work. But in the end, I guess I enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoy this video. And I'll see you next time.